What's good, people? Chef here, and they released the rest of Cybernet Horizon. No more Cyber Dragon cards. Just when I think that they're done, and I was like, oh, okay, like we got some good stuff. They decided to release something else. I guess they just love me. Um, but it's not a Cyber Dragon specific card, but it is a generic machine support card. And it's not out of Cybernetic Horizon. It's out of the V-Jump, collector's pack. Um, and it's called Iron Draw. And I want to say I'm not like the biggest fan of the artwork. It's like okay. It's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of a giant hand because it's got that big hand in the middle. Um, No, no, it's a normal spell card, and it reads: you can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. Uh, if you control exactly two machine effect monsters and no other monsters, draw two cards. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters more than one time. Okay. So, I'm iffy on this. It's once per turn, so you can't like activate it multiple times like you can with like others, which you should probably be able to activate this more than once per turn. Um, and in the best builds of Cyber Dragons, which is the rank 5 builds, I'm not sure if this will see play only because you need to end on a much better board than that. It's gonna be honest, uh, but I think it breathes a bit of life into the Power Bond version. Getting an extra two free draws to dig into your deck for Power Bond, I think is going to be really important for that deck. I think that they're probably going to run this at 3. Um, and I really do want to try it in Power Bond Cyber Dragons because it's been so long since I actually played Power Bond Cyber Dragons. Just because the rank 5 version is so much better and they just don't really have much going for it like the Power Bond version. Um, it's kind of like you just win right there or you just lose, and there's no follow up that you can do. Um, but I will be trying it in the rank 5 version because, there's always a chance, right, that you go, okay, well, you know, you could have, I don't know, like Infinity and, Cleafort Genius or whatever, right? Um, and then you have Infinity with no, there's really no combo here. Honestly, any two machine type monsters that you have, you need another play. Um, you need to be able to special summon at least twice to make anything else. Um, which means the best possible board you can end on is Genius and uh and Infinity, and that's not very good. So unless you're running a bunch of traps in Cyber Dragons, I guess you could be thinking for hand traps, but I'd rather have a known quantity of, why would I use this card, right? To draw two cards to possibly get two hand traps when I could instead just make a board with two more negates, which I can do, but instead I'm gonna go digging through my deck in the hopes of getting hand traps that will do the same thing and make it, a roll of the dice whether or not I'll be able to actually have those interrupts for my opponent. Um, I'd rather just take the path where I know I'm going to have those interrupts. Um, It's not a bad card, in my opinion. I definitely want to try it out, definitely want to use it, especially in the Power Bond version. I think it gives a lot of life to that one. Because, like, you can just, like, make Infinity with, like, one monster on board, and, or, like, you just make Cleafort Genius and Infinity, right? And then use this to dig for Power Bond or Overload Fusion to OTK. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Iron Draw, the new generic machine draw spell. Peace.